Hello bediddlers, how are you diddling? Welcome to part 2 of this Mega Man 1 playthrough. We've taken out Bomb Man and Guts Man in the previous episode, and now with Guts Man's weapon, hard to say, that weapon is good against Cut Man, and he is going to be next. Again, this is potentially, I don't want to jinx myself, maybe the simplest level in the game, but there are still dangers, of course. One thing I didn't mention in the first part is that what the original game, if you'd played this in 1987 on the NES, would have been like. Well, you did not have a save feature, so you would have played it from start to finish with no options to save. Here, you can indeed save. There is a save feature. So that could be attractive to people who might be worried about this game's difficulty. Now, here are the Guts blocks. Now, if we go into our select screen, B for bomb, there are bombs, G, and we can chuck blocks at people. Now, luckily they won't crush you, and we can kill things like that. Not particularly useful, very situational, but you know, I suppose you might enjoy that. It's just that this game doesn't give you that many blocks. There's one here as well, but I can't be bothered to use it. I would just rather use the Buster, to be honest. And the bombs are so unbelievably slow. You know, you'd be waiting here until the crack of dawn for them to explode. Beaks, I believe that's what they called. Correct me in the comments. Moderately irritating, but this is a very vertical stage. Oh, and I forgot to, well, I'll wait to mention this, but this is a very vertical stage. You're basically going up. I'm not sure what that ladder is there for. I don't know why you'd go over there. I mean, if you wanted to kill that enemy with a vengeance, but I'm not too sure. More beaks. And what I wanted to say is the music is great here. That's what I'm after. This is potentially the most I think this is the most iconic theme in the game. Let's listen to some more. Yeah. Watch out for the pits as always. Here are some Susies again. But yeah, I really do enjoy this theme. I think this is potentially my favourite of the Robot Masters. Cutman's theme. And I like green, so I'm okay with the aesthetic, although it is quite simple. You know, I do feel there are games from this era that looked a bit better than this, if I'm honest. But nevertheless, I enjoy this. I do enjoy this level. Not too many, I don't think. There are some spikes later on, but generally speaking, no bottomless pits, or very few, and it's not a bad level to start off with. Let's see if I can be careful here. Let's use the bomb. Let's see. Kills it in one hit, which is good, but we're not going to bother using that. More Susies. Again, use your Buster. Or this, I mean, they want you to, they're coaxing you to use the Guts blocks here. So why don't we do that? Well, let's not do that. There we go. Well, I got one of them, I suppose. I mean, that wasn't... And I am not playing very well. I am getting hit. These things here, ignore them. You'll just get hit by them. Just ignore them. They take a lot more hits than you'd think. I think there are some villainous helicopter enemies here, which home into you evilly. They look so friendly, but then they come up to you and attempt to kill you. A very generous health pickup there. The health pickups are actually okay in this game. It surprises me. No, that's quite not too bad. Watch out for this thing. We actually didn't get hit. Kill that. There are spikes, but you shouldn't fall into those. Now, let's see if we can kill this thing with the blocks. And that didn't go very well. Let's try a bomb. The trouble with these things is you do not know if it's going to be a big jump or not. There is no indication, so they're very easy to get hit by. And as you can see, we've come to Cutman's... I said it's not a bad level, but I've come to Catman, the boss, with very little health. Let's see if these gentlemen will give us any health. Because you could, theoretically, what you could do is you could, what we say is, farm these things. But I'll probably just get killed. So we're not going to do that. I think we're just going to take a death here. I'll see if I can demonstrate Cutman's weakness. There are 2 blocks and it takes exactly 2 to defeat him. But that's kind of precise if you ask me. Oh, I got him! Oh, yes. That was satisfying. We will face him later on. Oh, spoilers. We might face him later on. Maybe. And I'll beat him with the regular weapon. So there we are. 2 blocks and he's down. And I finished that with 1 pixel of health left. I'm very pleased. Right, so we get Cutman's weapon, known as the Rolling Cutter. And that is good against this gentleman here, Elec man. Now, this is a stage that if you try this first, you're going to have a hard time. This is a tough stage unless you come prepared with the appropriate weapons. Now, these things here, as we know, you cannot kill them. You know, you can just stop them. Unless you could use the bombs. If you want to wait 10 hours. There we go. You could use the Rolling Cutter here. And so that makes this a lot easier. Because if you didn't have that, you'd have to do some awkward fancy dodges. And we're introduced to a major gimmick. Oh. I thought there was a gimmick here. I thought there was supposed to be some electricity here. For what? Aha, it's here. For some reason I thought it was on the level below. Why are those blocks down there? Never mind. So here's the main gimmick, electricity. Requires timing and not doing what I just did there. Luckily it's not instant kill, so it's not absolutely disastrous. And just keep running here, just keep climbing, otherwise these things will electrocute you. Actually, oh, do the opposite. Do as I do. Don't do as I say. I thought you could just run past them, but no, you do have to kill these things. There you go. But that did not go much better, did it? Never mind. There we go. Now we're introduced to another gimmick. Disappearing blocks. Now, you've got 2 routes. You want to go to the right. Now let me see if I can do this correctly. 1. Oh! There we go. Just waiting to the blocks. Wait, jump, and up we go. And we get some more blocks here. This is simple though. If you'd taken the other route, you'd have just got some weapon energy, which you might need, but I don't really need that yet. Now that health down there, don't go for it. It's a trap. You're just going to get stuck there. Now this is where the Mega Man slipperiness can be a problem, so be careful on these blocks. 2 routes! And these things again. And I believe that you're best off going this way. Because the other way, well actually, we could go the other way to be honest. I'm going to go the other way. And these things respawn. Let's continue up. Because I have the weapons to take care of these. Now these are some very precise jumps that are required here. There we go. Now, we're probably going to die here, but, you know, we haven't played particularly well. Oh, that's another point. Yeah, we're going to definitely die here. Or maybe not. Now we come to potentially the biggest flaw with this game. That thing there that's behind those blocks, you could easily just walk past it. But you need it. You need that thing over there. You can't beat the game without this. This is known as the magnet beam. And it basically creates platforms like this. The longer you hold it, the longer your platform will be. Short, long, oops, long, and there you go. It's flickery, so it's difficult to trust it, but it does work, and we will be using it quite liberally. Get your rolling cutter out here. A little bit of health, thanks. Again, I could farm because I'm quite low on health. Now we're going to require some precision climbing here, because we do not want to get electrocuted. I believe I would die if I get electrocuted there, so we don't want to do that. We are low on. Now wait here, because that little mushroom can clip you if you go too fast. Quick! There we go. And we now come to a section that's suspiciously similar to a section that we saw previously. This time with no health at all, so if you want some health, well, you'll have to farm. More electricity. And now we come to a big eye. And obviously that would kill us in one hit. So can we use our platforms to get over it? We certainly can. And with that, we've made it to the boss. And with that amount of health, we are unlikely to defeat him. But I'll try and show you a bit of him anyway. Not too precise, but this bit is quite long. It's not too unforgiving, this bit. Right. Now, the reason we're not going to be Elec Man, because his weapon, the Thunder Beam, can kill you in 3 hits, and that's bad. Let's see if we can buster him. We certainly can't buster him. That was great, wasn't it? He was having none of that. He saw my health, and he thought, you insult me with your presence. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go back, so I'll skip through this bit. And we are back. Now, he killed us instantly, so let's see if we can buster him. There is a pattern to it. It's this! There we are. That did not go very well. And there we go. He's much simpler with his weakness, that's for sure. At some point I'd like to show how to beat him legitimately. And there we go. We beat Elec Man. I mean, I do feel like I cheese it considering I use his weakness, but that is the best way of doing it. But with that is all we have time for today, and I hope to see you next time. So, Elec Man made me look like a chump, so let's try and buster him. 1, 2, 3. This is the pattern you need to get him in. You don't want him to... You want to shoot him as soon as he tries to get up here. Let's try and make him... Oh! It's close. It's going to be close. Stay down there. You will die. You will not electrocute me. You will electrocute me. Let's give that another try, shall we? Take 2. Actually more like take 5, but... Jump. 2. He takes exactly 28 hits with your buster. As you're considering his weapon can kill you in 3, hardly seems like a fair fight, does it? But this is the pattern you want to get him in. And if you can do this, which I failed to do on my first few occasions, then you can make Elec Man look like the chump. And that's what we're after, isn't it? You're nearly dead, my friend. And there he goes. Take that. That felt good. Hope you enjoyed that little bonus, and I'll see you next time. Victory!